Have you ever encountered someone who frustrates you so well that you feel like crying and shouting even when you're in public? You're not alone. If you stick with me to the end of this video, you'll be learning 5 strategies to deal with difficult people. Subscription to this channel is very simple. Just click on the subscription button below and also turn on the notification bell so you won't get to miss any of our videos. And if you're just meeting me for the first time, my name is Flora On. Here in this channel, my passion is sharing everything skill with you at every slightest opportunity.
Skill Faculty is geared towards teaching, promoting, and empowering you with the skills needed to become a better version of yourself in all ramifications. Skill Faculty, we are on the side of skill.
5 strategies to deal with difficult people. The first one is exercise kindness. Look, I get it. When dealing with difficult people, the gut reaction is to be difficult right back when it feels like someone is attacking you. Your first thought is to defend yourself. What I've found in almost every difficult situation is kindness goes a lot further than being difficult. When two people are being difficult with each other, the situation tends to escalate to a point where nothing will be accomplished. On the other hand, when you use lots of kindness with a difficult person, many times it diffuses the situation and you get more of what you want. This is one of the top techniques for dealing with difficult people. The second way to deal with a difficult person is you have to be compassionate. I love this saying about dealing with your problems, that if you and a bunch of people shoved all your problems into a circle, that you will take your own back, meaning that everybody has what they are dealing with. The point is, none of us know what other people are going through. When dealing with a difficult person, it could be that they are going through a very tough trial time, a really big problem you wouldn't want to be part of. So try being compassionate. The next one is you have to discover similarities of the fellow. Ever notice how when you're talking to someone for the very first time, finding something in common creates a strong initial bond, like we belong. This is also a great expert technique to deal with difficult people. And what you should keep in mind is that when we can find something in common with a difficult person, it can help us make for a smoother conversation afterwards. So the fourth one is you have to be respectful. To a difficult person, disrespect is what a yeast rising agent is to a bread. They are just waiting to be triggered. I don't know a single person who likes to be treated like they are stupid or incompetent. When dealing with a difficult person, always remember to treat them with respect. It makes it easier to connect with them. Don't be slamming the door shut to get anything done. Treating someone with disrespect will almost always make anything worse. At a bare minimum, make the other person not want to do anything to assist you. It's the same as remembering the golden rule. Treat others as you would like to be treated. The fifth one is ignore them. I'm a huge advocate of not interacting with negative people in my mind. I made that decision long time ago. I mean, why should I? All they seem to do is to provide negative input, and I don't need any of that. By the same token, so that the best course of action with a difficult person is to ignore them or avoid them. This of course will depend if you can ignore them. For instance, if this is a colleague that you don't have to work with, why not? Ignore. You don't have to work with much. It may be best to simply ignore them. If you can, and maintain your sanity. But if you must work with them, escalate to a higher authority for resolution. After you've tried everything and the person still tries to prove difficult, it is be calm. Someone who is calm is seen as being in charge and more respectable. Have you noticed that? When you lose your temper, it makes it easier for a difficult person not to collaborate with you. Unless you're sure your anger will trigger them into action, then that becomes your strategy. It's easier to get the attention of a difficult person by being calm, despite whatever they might say or do to provoke you. The seventh one, you have to be concise. Let the person know where you're coming from. Make sure you're able to communicate your stand more clearly. Most times, the issue is usually a misunderstanding. They are being difficult because they think you are being difficult. Be intentional about your explanation until you are on the same page with the person. Letting them in on the reason behind your actions makes it easier to work with them. The eighth one is build a genuine relationship. Most difficult people are lonely. They feel no one understands them. Connect with them on a personal level. Get to know them for yourself, not what you assume or heard. Find out about their lives, family and hobbies, and so on. When you develop a good rapport with them, it's easier to help them out of being difficult. The last but not the least is focus on the goal. Don't let a difficult person distract you from the goal. Still focus on the actionable goal. As you may be put into a fix by a difficult tailor who is supposed to deliver a dress, suddenly stop speaking your calls. You can't get angry and not go check him in his office. The goal is to focus on the dress that has to be worn on a particular day. So you have to be diplomatic unless you have other options. Whatever it is, just acknowledge that he is a difficult person. Rather than focus on why he is avoiding your call, focus on when he is going to finish the dress. If possible, spend the rest of the day with him. Make sure you decide your dress. Forget what he did wrong. Don't overreact, except you're sure it will push him into action. But I've seen a tailor whose client made him sew bridal thrown dresses in a place sale. So if that works for you, fine. If not, you have to be diplomatic. The 10th one is, the last but not the least, you have to seek advice. When you're dealing with a difficult person, your friends might have a different dimension on how to handle the situation. Seek them out. Find out if they have had similar issue with the same person or just different person. Learn from them. The perspective could be all you need. This is a proven strategy. Sometimes you need to share your story and listen to opinions. The likelihood of finding a good advice is almost inevitable. So, to effectively develop your communication skills, it is important that you learn how to deal with difficult people. That is why we bring to you the 5 strategies to deal with difficult people. How to deal with difficult people. The first one is exercise kindness. The second one is be compassionate. Discover similarities. Don't disrespect. Ignore them. Be calm. Be concise. Build genuine relationship. Focus on the goal. The last but not the least is seek advice. In conclusion, difficult people are everywhere. No matter where you go, you can't hide from them. It's possible to avoid the first few, but surely not all. Avoiding is not a permanent solution. Rather, equipping yourself with the right skill to deal with them, because conflict is inevitable. By the way, thank you for watching till this stage. It's an encouragement. It makes it easier for us to keep putting out more videos. So the challenge is this: which of these strategies will you employ moving forward? Share with us on the comment section below and I will see you in the next video.